Hey YouTube, do you have gas cans on your homestead for your lawnmowers, tractors, generators, chipper shredders, or because your kids forget how to read a gas gauge after dark? Are you constantly breaking, losing, misplacing these gas caps because they're made out of cheap material, they get abused, or simply they don't get put back on after the gas is taken out of the can? Are you tired of paying for replacement caps that cost anywhere between $7 to $20 that seems not to last as long as the original did? I know I am. And I was able to solve a part of that problem with some recycled material. It's 100% free recycling plastic that would have ended up in the landfill anyway, and it is leak proof. Let me show you how I did it. To make the cap I made, you'll need the ring that came with the original nozzle and cap. Long as it's not broken, you can still use it. I've had them where they crack and I re-glue them with plumber's glue, and they worked for a time but not too well, and eventually you're going to have to replace them. But as long as you have this ring, you can still make the cap like I've made. And then you're going to need a source of plastic, preferably recycled. What I used was these containers that had cat treats in them that my wife got for the cats. It's food grade plastic, 100% recyclable. PP05 is the symbol in the recycle triangle. I'm not familiar with exactly what plastic that is, but that's what I used, and it worked out pretty well. And what I did, draw a circle that would fit inside past the threads but won't get past this ring where it sits at on the top of the container. And you cut it as round as possible, but make sure it's not too big where you won't be able to get it in, but not too small where it will fall inside the can or pop out the top of the lid. Now, to get a good seal, you're going to need more than one ring. I use around 6 for this thickness of plastic and find it works just fine. But I just cut them out one at a time like this. And it doesn't have to be perfectly round. Matter of fact, the little rough corners on it will make it hold in place when you take the cap off better anyway. But I have 3 cut out already. Just cut out the 4th. I'll cut out 2 more. I'll get right back with you. Okay, I got my 6 circles cut out. I was able to get 3 per side. The rest of the container I'll put in recycling. Unfortunately, recycling for us means I have to bring it elsewhere because there's no recycling program in our area. I'll have to bring it to the next town. But that being said, the rings, you just want to put them in. They're going to be you want them a little tight. You have to push them in there a little bit. That way also, when you take the lid off, you don't have to worry about them falling out. You may need to put only 1 or 2 in at a time until you get all 6 of them in. And I went with 6 because the thickness of this particular plastic that I'm using and trial and error on the first one I made. I think I was putting in one circle at a time into the ring, and it kept leaking up to about 3. When I got past 3, it stopped leaking. So to make sure I had a good seal, because we were talking about gasoline, I put 3 more. That's how I came up with 6 in this particular case. Now once you get it in past some of the threads, just screw it onto your gas can, if the ring will fit the gas can, and that would help push the plastic circles the rest of the way in and seat them in their sealing area. There you have it. Thanks for watching. Hey YouTube, do you have gas cans on your homestead and you're